Welcome back. Happy Friday, everybody. All right, so an entertainment guy video today? Sure, why not? So I'm going to start things off talking about Sniper Wolf. So YouTube has taken further action. So once being called out for the fact she had a second channel where she was re-uploading videos where she could make money, YouTube has demonetized the second channel, which has led to Leah saying, well, I'm going to take some time off and think things over. Well, yeah, because the videos aren't making money. Why post? So, at any rate, that's what's going on there. And she also stated, too, that, she's turning off the comments for now for, whatever other reasons. But the reality is she's turning off the comments because the comments were basically, can you give credit? I find it so weird. I find it so bizarre that we're this far into the storyline and she hasn't said out loud, I'm going to start crediting people whose videos I take. But she's also embroiled in a lawsuit with her soon-to-be ex-husband, where he's saying, hey, half the channel's mine, and she's cut me out, and she's apparently not wanting to share with the channel with him. But speaking as a YouTuber who has a channel that's qualified as a partnership legally, in the event of, and it's not going to happen, but in the event of some kind of a split between myself and Yvonne, she would get half. She would get half. She is by all standards a 50% owner of the channel, so that's how that would work. But again, I'm a person who likes my wife, so maybe she just didn't like him, or she got what she needed, and off you go. Maybe once she figured out, hey, I can make money doing this, and I like money. Maybe that's, anyways, again. But yeah, so she's taking some time away, but I'm sure once the monetization comes back, she'll find that heart and spirit to say, wow, look out, bro, and stuff that transforms videos like that. So moving on to what I've been watching, fine. I finished VHS 85. I still have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. It didn't make me happy. So I'm like, okay, so in the fourth story, all right, so they show who the shooter was in the first story. And is there any real closure beyond that? Not really. I mean, is it entertaining the way that it ends? Sure. But again, so are they just wandering around as like walking, talking zombies that look and act like normal people, but they're not? Okay. And if they went to a hospital to get checked out, and the hospital's like, hey, why aren't you dead? And then finds out they don't have a heartbeat. What happens then? So at any rate, I finished it, and I have more questions than I had before I finished it. And the way it ends is just, what? Like, so the wraparound story was like, well, I don't know what this alien thing's gonna do. I think it's gonna murder everybody. And spoiler alert, I wasn't entirely wrong on that one, but what? Like, and I mean that sincerely from the heart. Pardon? What just happened there? Huh? So those are the emotions that ending brought out of me. But I finished it, and then there's the song which I've seen online compared to like a Weird Al Yankovic song, and it very much has a parody like feel to it. It's kind of crazy. It really has a parody feel to it. So I'm glad it's done. I finished with that movie. I will probably watch other VHS movies now. The fifth one though, with the serial killer, that one to me kind of came across almost like a college movie, like something you would make when you were in college as a short to kind of show people, hey, I made a story, I made a movie. Look at this. Look at the stuff, and you have like special effects that you're doing for like practical special effects. Like, look, I made it look like I cut this guy's fingers off. Look at this. Looks like eye trauma, and you have people going, "Ah, that's great. Glad you got working on that, Bill. Do you have to keep showing that to us?" Anyways, so that was fun. And so now Yvonne and I are in the midst of, we're a little over halfway through Love is Blind Season 5. Love is Blind is an interesting show. Very interesting show in that the idea is, is love truly blind? But what it exposes to this season is something that's absolutely accurate. It's not just a person's looks that could potentially put you off from dating them. And it can. But it can be a person's mannerisms. It can be a person's personality. It can be just how they are. with people, and you can't get a read on that through a wall. So it is an interesting story. And then, of course, if you meet them in person and you're in this part of the show, it means you're already engaged. So like, it's bonkers. To me, it's insane to get engaged to somebody you haven't actually spent time with, but that's what the experiment is, and that's what the show's all about. So at any rate, the season's rolling on, and we'll get that finished probably soon enough. Like I said, the dating shows, you don't need to, oh, what happened last time? It's pretty basic. And then we've started watching Kitchen Nightmares. My complaint with Kitchen Nightmares in this season's episodes is all of a sudden there's an ending. So like you feel like, wow, this could be really complicated, and then all of a sudden, look at that, I fixed it. Did you? Really? You sure? Because it doesn't feel like you did. Feels like we're tacking on a happy ending just so we can move on to the next episode. And it feels like it's more common for Chef Ramsay to do that this year than in other years I've watched the show. Like it feels like there's a little bit of fighting and some contentiousness, and then look, it's fixed. Oh, okay. I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is. And so that's a complaint I had with Bar Rescue, but it feels like Kitchen Nightmares has gone down that path too of, well, we fixed it. Look at that. I don't know if you did, but I'm glad to see that you're of the mind that you have. I appreciate the confidence. So at any rate, that's what I've been watching. And again, VHS 85. If you like anthology movies, sure. If you're looking for a satisfying resolution, probably not your movie. The ending just, it's the first time I think ever that I have Googled, what does this ending mean? Like looking up the ending, looking for an explanation, and there's not much there. It's just sort of, this happened. Okay, I know it happened, but do we have any idea of an explanation? So to those who said, you gotta finish it. Yeah, that fixed it. I finished it. Still not fixed. Anyways, thank you guys so much for all your support. Got a hockey game starting up here, so I gotta watch that and of course do the review of the 6 games tonight in the NHL on the other channel. But I just wanted to talk to all you fine people on the internet first. So thank you so much for watching, for all your attention and your time and your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done it already, because I know if you didn't and it gets awkward. And hey, thanks again for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.